Good evening. This is Laughing Vulcan, also known as Darren Erickson in the offline world, for a video blog post tonight, courtesy of the folks at YouTube. I would like to share some of the things that have helped me as a TD in relation to the rulebook. Every tournament director, when you begin tournament directing at the club level, you sign a statement that says you have access to a copy of the rules, and also it is in the rule book as well that you will have the rule book available or a copy of the rule book on site when you actually are directing a tournament. I've done three things to customize my rule book. The first is rather simple, elementary, and yet it's one that is necessary, and not every new club TD thinks of it. Do have your name on it somewhere. Once you get three or four TDs together, each with their own copy of the rule book, and you set it down on a table somewhere, and then you come back looking for it, and it's not there, and how do you figure out it's your rule book? Anyway, it's really simple. Just have, in fact, I put my name, a phone number I can be reached, my USCF ID, and after I record this video, I think I'm going to put Laughing Vulcan on there as well, because that's my username on the USCF forums as well as my chess blog. People, I think, are starting to know me by the name Laughing Vulcan or LV more than my offline name. A second thing I've done, and this is visually distinctive, it helps me spot my rulebook in addition to being helpful, is I made up a series of tabs for some of the most common areas of the rulebook, ones that I think that I would be asked to rule on. Oh, anything from the rules concerning draws to insufficient losing chances, all sorts of different little tabs, anything that I felt like, hey, I might need to be able to find that in a hurry during a tournament to be able to confirm that I know exactly what the rule actually is. My lights just went out there. I've got a halogen bulb that when I put it on high for recording, slips out on me. So I'm going to be back with you in just a minute. There we are. We're back. The third and last thing that I'll share with you, and I cut away the portion of that there. Anyway, the third and last thing that I wanted to share with you is that the USCF does revise its rules, and the revision, the cumulative revisions from 2003 through the current date, 2010, are available, and they are on the USCF website. I believe one way you can get to them is to click the New to Chess link, and then there's a link to get to the rules. And at the bottom of that, there's a link that takes you to the rules revision documents. There's another way to get there on the USCF website, but that's the quickest way if you've never seen the revision document before. And you are supposed to have the revised rules with you as well as the main rule book itself when you're directing. One thing that I've done to help me help me figure out when a rule has been revised or not is I'm going to put this up to the camera here real quick. I've taken pencil and I've put lines across or crossed out very gently the rules that have been revised, and also I put little notations. This is the section on, is it Internet Chess? Yeah, Chapter 10, Internet Chess. The whole chapter has been revised, as has Chapter 10 on, or Chapter 11 on Blitz Chess. It has been completely revised. Other rules are just single little rules where there's been changes or additions or things that have changed. One of the big changes this year is to Rule 14H, insufficient losing chances. They also added in a new Rule 20N on electronic communication devices. And for every one of those rules, I've actually physically marked up my rule book so that I know if I'm in a tournament and asked to make a decision that I need the rule book for, I can be looking up and realize that, oh, wait a minute, I need to look at the revisions as well, not just what the text says, and that's just a quick visual cue for me to get out my rules revision document and look at that as well. Many of the times I think that we're called to make rulings as TDs, it's for basic rules of chess, things that we might, especially in scholastic tournaments, things that every chess player probably already knows. But nevertheless, it is good, especially if you're at all uncertain, to be able to look at the rules and see what's in there, and also then to know when to go for the revisions document. that about wraps it up for this video blog entry. And I thank you for taking the time to watch it. And we will see you again, whether it's on my blog or the chess videos I do on chessvideos.tv, or simply if we should happen to play one another over the board. This is Laughing Vulcan saying, live long and prosper, and enjoy your chess.